I learn English. I is subject, learn is the verb, object. I learn English, the sentence is correct. I learn English. It means I am learning English. I learned, somehow it is giving meaning. It is subject, it is verb. I learn. Whatever you taught me, I learned. Subject and verb. Somehow it is giving meaning. Learn English is a kind of order. Learn English. Close the door. Open the door. Turn off the fan. Giving somehow meaning. But I, English. I is subject and it is object, or we call it noun. I, English. Does it give any meaning? No, it doesn't give any meaning. Hi everybody, welcome to another video. Today we are going to study about verb. What is verb? It is one of the parts of speech. We studied about parts of speech. We studied about noun and pronoun. If you have not watched, the link is given in the description. Just check out. Verb. As I mentioned, verb is the heart of a sentence. Like for example, a human without heart is nothing. Sentence also without verb is incomplete. Sentence without verb is incomplete. It is partial. It does not give complete sense. As I clarified here, I learn English. I is the subject, learn is the verb, and English is the object. It gives complete sense because this word learn clarifies the action over here. I learn English. Okay. I learned, second form. We can use learned also. It is in British. I learned, second form. I learned as a clause, we can use it. Subject is there and main verb. Learn English is the kind of order or request. Also it gives meaning. But here I is subject, English is object or noun. I English, it does not give meaning. It means inside our sentence, if we don't use the verb, the sentence will be partial. It will not give any meaning. Okay, so I have brought a very small and brief definition that we study from childhood. Verb is a word which shows action and state of being. Two things are there. Verb shows action. You know what's action? Action films you have seen. It means physically, when we are involved in anything, when we perform anything physically. So they are called action. A state of being, what is the meaning of state of being? Now, being itself, the meaning is existence. Existence of something. It shows the existence of something. A state, you know, state, one territory is also called a state, and state also means condition. Here, as a condition, we take the meaning. So verb is a word which shows action and state of being. It means the existence of any condition it shows. Okay, so we have made two categories of verb. Verb is showing action or state of being. Now, action is divided into two categories. One is stative action or stative verbs, we call them. One is dynamic verbs or dynamic actions. Now, what are stative verbs? We call them state verbs also. Action verbs, state verbs. We call them stative verbs. So, stative verbs are the verbs which shows possession, condition of something in someone. Stative verbs are, for example, need. Now, need is an stative verb. I need money. Now, here, in stative verbs, as I mentioned, okay, that physical action is not involved. Physically, we don't perform something, but we can understand, we can feel the action. I need money. Now, I need money here, physically, we are not involved. The action cannot be seen that physically we perform. I need money. Action is there. We can feel. I know him. I know him. That is the stative verb. Believe is there. I believe in you. I believe in thoughts. So believe is the stative verb. Okay, stative verbs, you have to keep in mind that stative verbs cannot be used in all tenses. Especially we cannot use them in continuous tenses. In continuous tenses, we cannot use stative verb. For example, I am needing money is wrong. Like this we cannot say. Or for example, I am knowing him. These kind of sentences are wrong. We are not supposed to use them in progressive, but we can use them in simple tenses and participle tenses. So they are called stative verbs. Now dynamic verbs, what are dynamic verbs? Dynamic verbs are, the number of dynamic verbs are more. Static verbs are very less. Static verbs, okay, all the auxiliary verbs and verb of perceptions are used. Okay, the number of verb of statives are less. Dynamic verbs are, most of the verbs are dynamic. So dynamic verbs are the verbs in which physical action is performed. Okay, we call them action verbs also. For example, walk is there. He walks on the road. He walks on the road. I write a letter. Climb is there. He climbs on the mountain. So they are called dynamic verb, in which physically the action is performed, and we can see that one. So dynamic verbs are used in all tenses. We can use them in simple tenses also, in continuous tenses also, or in participle tenses also. In participle tenses also we can use dynamic verbs. Now dynamic verbs are different, having different kinds, okay, that we'll study in the next grammar. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have learned something from my grammar. If you have any kind of confusion, do share your idea in the comment section, and do subscribe my channel to share my video with your other friends also.